Dude, I've been Gary Rogers my whole life. Here I am, Grind Unwind, episode 47. I got my brother, my mans, coming on in a couple seconds. You might know him. His name is Patrick Praman. He is literally super beast. We're going to sit down. We're going to talk about life. This is this show. What's good, Chillin' Pete? What is good, Frankie Washburn? This is Grind Unwind, the show where you skated, then you chilled, and we talked. Ladies, gentlemen, skateboarders, humans, people, everybody that does anything that has air in their lungs. Patrick Praman.
What up, guys?
What's poppin', P? How you doing?
What up, Gary? I'm
Double
doing
pay.
great.
Double pay to mine. Yo, so basically, like I was saying, you are one of those people that do the thing we all love correctly. And no, I know, bro. And I know compliments are so weird, especially for you because you're just like a super humble. You're obviously raised correctly. It's something I admire. So, yeah, basically, let's just go ahead and get right into it, man. Patrick, where does it all start, bro? Where does the story start for you?
We can say Thailand.
Okay.
Born in Thailand, raised until I was about 8 or 7, and
Okay.
I moved to Virginia, and I lived there until I was 22,
Okay.
and then now we're here in California.
So when you're born in
Skipped
Thailand,
everything.
no, that's all good because we have to fill the middle in. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Or we can end the show right now, which would also be legendary. I'm fully down. But no, so you stay there till 7 or 8. So did you speak Thai first?
I spoke Thai first, yeah.
Do you still have the language,
I can speak it.
or do you understand it?
I can understand it better. I think that's a lot of people's situation when they learn a second language is they can understand it like the first language, but speaking it's like a different thing. You like can't connect words sometimes. I catch myself doing that.
Yeah, of course. So now, what do you remember about Thailand?
A lot, but also not that much at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I went back recently on a trip and everything was so different from what I thought. Like my neighborhood and my old house and everything just like looked so different. I was so young when I left, so
Yeah.
when I went back there and like everything's just changed too. The neighborhood and the community, the city is all so different.
Wow. And what ways did you think it was like? You said you didn't even recognize the house. He was like, "Hold on, bruh. I wasn't even up over here. What the hell?
Yeah.
What happened to this? This ain't my kitchen." So
It's just been so long.
Yeah.
So long.
Yeah, no, that 16 years is a long time, or whatever. 14 years is a very long time to not be somewhere. So you start there. You go to school there. It's early age. What are we doing in Thailand? If you kind of remember your life, like, are we in the sports? Because I know the weather's always nice there. Is that correct? It's
hot.
It's always hot.
It's really hot.
Because it's island weather, right?
Yeah, but when you're from there, you're just used to it.
Okay.
But it's really fucking hot.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I just being a kid, I left so early that I wasn't even like almost like a person yet. You're just still growing up and like playing with friends and running around and like playing video games and shit. I did remember a while back that my mom, she moved to America before I left.
Okay.
And she would send like care package to Thailand and stuff. And I had a skateboard when I was younger. And I would ride it around the neighborhood, but I never like started skating or learned tricks. I was just like riding it around. But I did remember I had a skateboard in Thailand, but yeah, it never went anywhere.
What if that's a Mandela effect and you never did? Like you never had this skateboard, you just thought you did, and you're like, wait, what?
Maybe.
Could be. So
I swear it was like a Spider-Man graphic or something. That's why it was like, or maybe what you're saying is the case.
Yeah. So then at 8, or 7 or 8, whichever age that is, you moved to this place called Virginia. Now, is Virginia just the East Coast, or is that considered the South? I actually never thought about that.
It's like Northeast.
Okay, it's Northeast. Okay.
It's the state. I swear it's the state that splits like the North and the South.
Right?
Because you can go like an hour or two south and have like beef barbecue and like But then you go up north, it's like I'm right below DC. So
Okay.
you go north and it's DC, Maryland, New York, Philly. Like
So you
you
are
go
in that.
south and it's yeah, it's a split. It's a cutoff because then you go south, it's North Carolina, it's Atlanta, it's Florida.
Yeah.
So it's really just like the middle.
Yeah. And the early days of Virginia, what was it like? Did you have to adjust? Did you feel crazy? How
Like
was it?
like when I first moved there.
Yeah, like that transition. Do you remember being like, whoa, like I'm in a cold ass place when it's winter?
Oh, it was. I mean, when you're so young, you're just like thrown into it.
Yeah.
Um, it was me learning to speak and like read Thai, and then coming to America, and they were like, "Oh, here's English. Like, learn this." And then I had to making friends, and then just like growing up um out there, and yeah, it was so different.
Yeah.
Thailand was so different. I was really bummed when I was young too. I was like moving to some place I've never been to,
Yeah.
leaving all my friends and family behind, and now I'm so glad that we made the move. But yeah, it was hard at first, um, and like you can't speak. I couldn't speak English that well, so definitely like the first year or two was just like annoying.
Did you have any English in the arsenal coming from Thailand?
No,
So it's
not
not
at
taught in early
all.
days of school. Okay. And not to
No.
get to like a too personal level, but did you move here to your mom from Thailand? Because you said she went to America first, or did you just go with the family?
Yes.
Okay.
Her and my like dad split up,
Yeah.
and she just wanted a better life for us. So she moved to America and got a job, and yeah, just held it down. And then when she could afford it, she moved me and my grandparents out to the
Okay.
States.
Fire. It's lit.
Yeah.
America's horrible. Okay? America's horrible. You guys should have never left. I love that you're here, and I'm glad we became close friends, but you should have never left. If I could go back in time, I would tell everybody, stay over there. Because I heard in Thailand, gas is still $1, food is 50 cents, like the houses are 250K, you can get land and a mule, like there's nice, healthy water. You know what I'm saying? I heard in the streets late night, it could get a little wicked. We're not going to talk about that because I need my job tomorrow. I got bills to pay. But other than that, look, no, I said I would have never left Thailand. All right, I would never left. It's beautiful. Have you ever been Bali over there, right?
It's near there.
What's
All
Bali?
the
That's
beaches over there are
Indonesia. That's
beautiful.
Indonesia.
That's Indonesia.
That's Indonesia. Okay, it's near. It's close by. All right. Let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
trail back. Let me get my you feel me? But I would have never left Thailand, man. People over here talking about in vacation shorts and stuff. You can move to Thailand right now, your whole life for 300,000, and you can have a 5-bedroom crib with a 2-car garage. Bitch, what you mean? Why do I live here, bro? It costs $8 to ride the bus. Everybody on here homeless and stank. I'm not judging America. I'm just saying it's trash, and I need to appreciate it because the army tries. But listen, it's horrible. Okay, I'm tripping. Let me get back. Let me come back. Anyways. So, shout out to everybody ever.
Shout out everybody.
Yes, this is live, Brandon. This is live. I'll tell you one day when it's not live. Fade Music, this is live. Okay. But no, to kind of like get back into it. So you guys all move here. You get this better opportunity. You said that Metro deck looks awful in the background. For real, American Nightmare. Yeah. Terrible? It's god awful. Just horrible. He said this is pre-recorded for sure. Damn, Josiah, I just talked to you. Okay. Oh, I gotta get back to what I was doing, Patrick. This happens because it's the ADHD in me, bro. They diagnosed it when I was in high school. It's real. I got the real version. I ain't self-diagnosed it. But you're here now. You're starting to learn English. It's annoying for you, but you obviously you overcome it. You start to get adjusted. Neighborhood in Virginia, how was it? How was it adjusting to? Because in Thailand it's like dominantly people from that are Thai. So when you come to America, you're now seeing all these different races, faces, and cultures. How was that adjustment early on?
Yeah, like I said, it was hard, but the neighborhood I grew up in was really nice. Just imagine the most suburban neighborhood that you can think of in Northern Virginia, right outside of DC, just like regular houses and
There you go.
yeah, cul-de-sacs and shit.
I respect it. So, so now He said racist, faces, culture, say I can't say that 5 times fast. So thank you, Josiah. I do feel like a national hero sometimes. I just don't get the respect that I should. I should feel like Michael Jordan, but I don't. Anyways, um, so you grow up in the suburbs. You're kind of getting the hang of this American thing. You're like, okay, this is life now. Is there ever a desire early on to go back? Like when you're a kid,
I
where you're like,
went
"Hey, yo,
back.
mom, can we slide back? Can we please?"
We we went back like a year after I moved to America
Okay.
for maybe a few weeks when I was like summer vacation, and yeah, it was a little different, but I missed it. But at that point, I was already so used to Virginia, I think. I don't think there was a desire to move back. I definitely miss home and family, but like those years I lived in Virginia are the years that I feel like I grew into myself as a person. So that
Yeah,
became home pretty fast.
that's actually sick. That's really humbling.
And I love this. Like I hated the snow, but I also loved it. Like it's so pretty.
Yeah, bro, you guys get every weather there, right? In Virginia, like you guys get everything.
Cold as hot as
Y'all get that
whatever you
humid.
want.
Y'all get that humid, and then you get straight rain and snow, like aggressively.
Mhm.
Real
Mhm.
seasons, you know. So now,
Yeah.
when does skateboarding appear in life, and how?
11, 11, 10, 11. So I got my first skateboard because my neighbor moved away,
Okay.
and he, as a gift, him and his brother gave me like a Toys R Us board, which is cool. I rode it around, but my cousin moved. My family friend cousin moved from Thailand. I was about fourth grade, fifth grade at this point, and he
Yeah.
saw that I had a skateboard, so he grabbed one, and we just like kind of started together, and it never stopped from there. But even then, you're like growing up, and you're skating's not that big in Virginia,
Mhm.
unlike California where everyone fucking skates.
Yeah. Facts.
So those early years of me skating, it wasn't really like full throttle on progression. It was more of just riding around and like just hanging out with friends and just like riding the board. And then yeah, so that's like why I started because of my cousin got that board and he doesn't even skate anymore. He kind of fell off maybe around high school.
Damn. It'd be like
But
that.
yeah,
It's
it
like a
was
usual
it'd be
time.
like that. Yeah.
So at 11, you're kind of getting into this thing. No crew really, huh? Like did you find any people, or where's the skate
No,
park?
there was a crew. There was a
Okay.
crew. There was a really just like friends from school and friends from around the neighborhood. And then I feel like by the time I went into high school, all the friends that I grew up kind of skating around my neighborhood and from my schools were like already not skating anymore. And kind of by the time of like middle of high school, I already had all of my like skate friends that I met at the park or in the city, or I was like that just became your group, and that was when I started fully like really skating.
Yeah. So with those
So.
kids that kind of like weeded out of skateboard, what happened to the Fat Bill episode? It's somewhere. It's either gonna get re-uploaded or it's on the way. Um, with those kids that stopped skating, what did they get into? Just like regular life,
Just
cars, girls, like the regular.
regular life
Yeah.
cars, girls, people were joining the football team, people were joining the whatever. The craziest part is, and I always think about this, I was the worst one in the group. All of my friends were so good, had like at a young age had like really good form. They all hit puberty before me, so they were all like a little taller and they could
Uh,
like pop their tricks
yeah.
higher and everything looked more. I was the one that was like always struggling in the group, and yeah, I mean, I guess everyone has those friends, but they just like kind of fell off and just started doing other shit, which is fine.
Yeah.
Um, it's how life goes, but it makes you think sometimes, like, damn, what would have happened if he just kept skating?
Pooh, bro. When you get in the industry, you always ask yourself that from your childhood friends. Like, um, I had a friend, um, that around here was, I'm talking about, not like a just a good. He was, there was two of them. They're magnificent. One is no longer with us. But he we always used to ask that, what if he kept skating? And he was one of those dudes like you'll see him, bro, street as hell, but he was like from the hood as hell. You feel me? But he'll get on your
Hmm.
board and do whatever. Like you'd be like, God
Yeah.
damn. But just like that special talent, but he just was like, oh bro, don't do nothing. So to kind of like get back into you, um, what's the local skate shop that you're buying the boards from?
When I
From
was
those
younger,
from that 11 to like 15. Like where you going? Because you got the Toys R Us
Um,
board, but you obviously had to get off of that and get a real deck, an
yeah.
actual deck. What was that?
Okay. My stepdad took me to this shop called Elite Board Shop. It was in a
Nice.
mall, but it was a really good shop. And the craziest thing is the shop I ended up riding for a few years in DC was owned by the same owner. So it's
Okay.
like essentially the same shop, but it was called Palace 5.
Okay, fine.
Um, yeah, and they were holding down the city for a while. So that's where I got my first board, and then yeah, and I ended up riding for them a few years later, and that was really cool.
Do you remember what board that was?
At first, I do. It was a Josh Harmony toy machine board, and I had some
Ooh.
Ventures on that shit, and I had some
Ooh.
Spitfires on it.
As you should.
And you remember Lucky Bearings?
Of course. Are you crazy?
Yeah, ABEX sevens or some shit.
Of course. Are you crazy? I
Yeah,
remember.
that was the setup. I think everyone remembers their first real setup, like real legit setup where they went to
Yeah.
the shop and got it.
No pun intended.
Yeah,
So,
I was tripping on it.
yeah, you were stoked. You were like,
I mean, you going from like a shitty Toys R Us board, and you go
bro,
uh to a real, like getting a real legit board. Yeah, I'm
it's
stoked. I'm
night and
so
day,
stoked.
bro. It's night and day.
Yeah.
It's like
The
from
fam
a,
was like, "Damn, this shit's about to tax. This is like $200 or something." And I was like, "Please, I need it, please."
the differences between, okay, I'm not going to say like the difference because I have a crazy difference, but
What?
all right. We're just going to watch that. So you get this board, you're skating, but you're saying you're struggling. Skateboarding's not really coming to you the way you wish it would because of
Uh-huh.
because I was small too, bro. Like I was 5'4" till I was 19. So and then I had that growth spurt from 20 and 21 from like I went 5'4" to 20 and then I became 6 foot, like the real 6 foot, not 5'11" and 3/4. Son, I'm really 6 foot out here. So you heard me. So you're skating, you're feeling good. This is early on. This is middle school days. What's the local park that you go to? Where are you skating?
Duke Street Skatepark.
Nice. Duke
Yeah,
Street.
that's like where I met all my friends. That's where I met like, yeah, the older dudes that would look after me and give me old boards and like drive me around, and just spent summers there, like so much time in this skate park. This prefab skate park in Alexandria, Virginia, next to a fucking McDonald's, and we just had the best time there.
That's the
Like,
best, bro. Skate parks near
yeah.
fast food, even though it's poison, are literally the best, bro. We had a Wendy's down the block from Thrasher Park. Every day I was in that thing, bro. I used to be so poor, son. Mom used to have this thing of this jar of pennies, and like she would like collected them for like 20 years. I would take that and like printer paper, and I would roll it up. Like I would count 100 pennies and I would roll it up to make it $1,
Mm-hmm.
and I would make like 5 of those, bro. Go get 2 double stacks, fries, and a drink, son. And I had the tax, my boy. You feel me? I was 436, bro. I used to be in there grubbing, bro. You feel me, bro? So shout out to that McDonald's that was holding y'all down, even though none of them is paying me nor you. So next time I say that name, it better be a check for your boy, Mickey Days. Anyways. so you meet these group of friends, prefab parks, bro. Sucky parks, they kind of got some stuff to help you learn. I'm not gonna lie, like
For sure.
because you can consistently only skate a couple of things. You don't get distracted trying to like fulfill the whole park. You'd be like, all right, if there's a rail or a ledge here, you can get really special at something. What was at your park that you skated the most?
Fuck. It's crazy because there's a pretty good ledge there, but it wasn't really long.
Okay.
There's like some short flat bars. There's like some transition, some good flat ground.
Yeah.
So maybe that, but I never really got that good at transition. I'm not that good at ledges, and I can't like sit on flat bars that long. So maybe maybe nothing.
So it did do nothing for you. All right. Sometimes
had the best time at the skate park though, but I don't know. Maybe just like
yeah, because that's not your trick selection at all. Like you're not skating.
yeah. I'm trying to think about it. like what that place really like. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Just had a lot of good times there, but I didn't really like just learn the fundamentals. But I couldn't. But like, yeah, it wasn't like the best. I didn't really get better at ledges and flat bars and stuff or manuals until I got to like California.
Yeah.
I lived next to Sherry, so that was like
That's essential.
that's like the hack. But yeah,
yeah, but that's also like one of those little prefab parks with a couple things at it, and it
Yeah.
helps you get super good. Cherry has that as well. Now,
But I'm talking about like one skate park too. There's a few in Virginia that we go to. If I
yeah,
want to skate a downward, I'll drive to like. There's a few other parks like or like a stair set or whatever I can go. But that's the one that like, yeah, that there was really like a community of
Duke
like,
Street
yeah, Duke Street. So shouts out to the gang. Like
was
that's
your
the homies
boys.
for
How
sure.
far? How far is that
Yeah.
away for you?
25-minute drive
Damn,
or like 3 stations on the train, and then about like a 30-minute skate.
damn. You had to travel that far just to get to a skate park? Yo, son.
Virginia.
Yo, son.
There's
I'm
some
not
closer ones, but that was the one.
skate park for me. 45 seconds away. No lie.
Really?
No lie. 45
What,
seconds
like
away.
from the crib?
From the crib. I'm God. I'm like dead ass.
Like that.
I'm dead ass. If I told you right now, remember when SpongeBob was like, you want to see me go to that rock and back? If I grab my board, left crib right now, I could go to the skate park, take a picture at the skate park, text it to you, and come back in this seat in due time. Due to the fact that I'm not finna do that because the producer just begged me not to do that because he knows I was thinking about doing it just to make a point. Yeah, it was like that. So, damn, 25 minutes, or you got to go a couple stops on the train. You get to the skate park. It's kind of deep. Pause. And then you're with these kids. You're making bonds and friendships. But now, when is it like this learning curve of like, okay, I'm pretty decent at skating? When did that happen?
I want to say when I started traveling for like contests, like Damn Ams and stuff, and making friends outside of like the group in Virginia, and like I think I met a lot of people at Woodward. I'm not saying that's where like the progression started, but maybe that's where the connections happened to help me progress, and seeing other skaters that were like, damn, like these kids are really good, and everyone's like, and they're traveling around it, and they already all know each other, and so I think being exposed to that helped me like come back home and be like, damn, I need to like lock in a little bit and try to progress more and just like work on tricks or like, yeah. So
how'd you get the exposure to Woodward? Like, how were you able to go? Did you go there for camp, or were you just go there for the contest?
no, I went there for camp. I was like, I would Woodward's so expensive, and
Oh,
I
hell
don't know how much
yeah!
it is now.
That's why I'm asking you.
What
How do you do
expensive?
that?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know, bro. This is the hack. I don't even know if you can do this anymore, but uh, I would write a scholarship letter every year, and I would have a teacher write a scholarship letter, and my parents write a scholarship letter,
Yeah.
so I could afford that first week, and I would save all year round, whatever, for that first week. And when I got there, um, just meeting people, and I remember like I planted the seed a little earlier, just being like, hey, is there any room to dish dog here? So you work in the kitchen and you're washing pots and pans and like cleaning shit. They can they'll let you skate for free, and you can stay there for free. But you're like an employee, you're working the whole time. So like
What?
since like 15 to like 18, like every summer I would go and like just wash dishes and skate, or like yeah, or like maybe 15 to 17, 15. Yeah, I would go and wash some pots and pans and stay there for a few weeks.
We just got our viral clip, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing. I had no idea. My boy was actually out here writing scholarship letters, getting into Woodward for the first week, and then washing dishes to stay damn near the whole summer. That is G, bro. Hey, you feel me? Most times you got to do the dishes when you ain't got the money. You got to, because it's from a dine and dash. You was like,
I can't afford that shit, bro.
Nah, nobody can. It's okay.
There's no way.
No, hell no.
No, people can.
Alex
That's
Midler.
the craziest part.
Alex Midler and just Alex Midler. It's the only person. It's the only person on earth that could afford Woodward. That's it. He's by himself, affording that shit.
I met him there too. That's the craziest part.
Exactly. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're going to Woodward East. It's close. How far is that from you?
Like 4 hours.
Okay. So yeah, it's still kind of deep, but it's right there. Like for me, it's a 5-hour plane ride. I've never been to Woodward East. I got kicked out of Woodward before I could even go to East, so it's all good.
Really?
Yeah, I got kicked out.
Yeah, blacklisted?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
You want to hear how bad it is?
What'd you do?
Jim T put in a apology call for me, and they still said no.
What'd you do, or should we not talk about it over here?
Oh, no, it's fine. So this is what I did. This is how I got kicked out of Woodward. I think somebody that owned Woodward was in the kitchen that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into the kitchen. Well, first off, I went with my bros, and we were already doing delinquent shit the entire time we were there. But it was like regular summer camp. All right, for sure. You guys are the guests of the week. It's cool. This day, I go into the kitchen, and the kids are like, yeah, Gary, oh my God, cut us all in line and get your chicken wings. Because I was like, yeah. I was like, thanks, guys. So I walk to the front of the line. She goes, no, he has to wait, just like everybody else. And I was like, in a like a way where I was like, yeah, I gotta wait. Like I said, like, oh yeah, I gotta wait, like to make her, Shorty starts crying immediately, like not doing well. I leave. I get a call from, I can't remember right now, but like, yo, what did you do at Woodward? They've requested you don't go back. I was like, for
Wow.
sure. I was like, for sure. I already went 3 times. I was like, I'm already lit. Tony Hawk already aired over me the first time I went there. Like, I already did Woodward for what Woodward was worth. I got everything I needed. I could leave now. Me and Woodward could break up now. I already hit that. You feel me? I already hit that. You know what I'm saying? I got mine. I ain't tripping. But they was like, don't come back. I'm like, damn. So, shout out to that. But whoever I hurt was really hurt. And that was all I said, though. But they just asked me not to return, and I've never been back since, and it's all good. But I go to Woodward to snowboard. I found another way back in. So
different name,
different Woodward. No, I use the same name. I'm still me. I can't even go nowhere and not be me, son. Like, it's over with. So now you're skating. No, cancel Woodward. No. We're not doing that. We're not canceling anybody. This is all love. I just got my ass kicked out because I was being ignorant. And no, those wings was hitting, bro. You ever had the Woodward wings?
For sure,
bro. Them bitches gas. Them shits is gas. I love them shits. One of them was frozen one time. I don't know if I had salmonella, but it was all good.
The food in there is all right. It's definitely like camp food for sure.
So it's good.
It's all right.
The chicken wings was hitting.
All right.
So you're over here washing dishes from, you said 15 to 17, or what'd you say?
15 to like 18.
15 to 18.
17.
But you're skating Woodward consistently. You're improving. You're meeting everybody that's coming in and out of there, and you're making these relationships to like now go to contests and get better. Do you realize the real improvement that Woodward had offered you on your skating? Like, did you just go like, whoa, like I'm really getting good at this. Like, this is insane.
A little bit. I mean, when you're spending so much time just skating every day, you're gonna get better, of course.
Of course.
But I didn't even spend that many like weeks there. It would be like 3 or 2, 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah.
So that's some time for sure.
Hell yeah.
Summer,
but I'm letting you talk.
Yeah.
That's hella time.
I'm not sure to be like, yeah. So I was there for a little bit. It helped the progression for sure. But like I said, like I think it just being exposed to like, that's where I met Foy. That's where I met like all these homies that were already like killing it.
Yeah.
So being exposed to that, and then like that helps the progression for sure.
Yeah. But now, are you able to like translate it to your street footage when you go back to Virginia? Because you're starting to film and all this other stuff, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I've always filmed, but it was always hard to like I never worked on a project and had it like, I mean, little homie videos and stuff, but like a real part I consider until I started skating with like John Evans in North Carolina. And that was when I was like kind of already like 20.
Okay.
But no, I didn't really see it translate that much until like, because you can get good at skating like a skate park, but like East Coast spots are pretty crusty and they're gnarly.
Yes, sir.
And so you gotta get your street legs, and that takes time to like get into. So by the time I was like, I grew up skating in the city a lot, but I didn't really film that much in the city. I think the times where I was really putting effort into a project and really skating street was in North Carolina.
Okay. MC.
So that was like a little bit later. I'm kind of a late bloomer, I feel like.
Yeah.
Again, yeah.
Nah, definitely.
I didn't have access to like good filmers in Virginia. I feel like
There was not many.
there are some, but everyone has a job, or everyone
Already
like
filming
you
somebody.
can't. Yeah, or you can't get them out all the time, or it's hard to like get the clips from them, or just like one excuse after another. Or I just never had a solid filmer in Virginia I could work on a project with.
Yeah.
And when I had that in North Carolina, yeah, that was like the dream. That was like the goal. And also at that time I was just like so stoked on skating handrails. So
And North
yeah.
Carolina got a bunch of them shit. Like that is where they at. They
So
must
that
old people must have lived there from the beginning of time. Cause there was just handrails to assist people downstairs like no other in NC, I tell you. So
it's so random. It's so crazy. NC is the one place where you're like at the back of this market, just lurking around, and you just see this humongous 14 stair rail. You're like, why the fuck is this here?
what is this doing here, bro? Who built this? Who needs to go down these many stairs? Like, what are you doing? Can you build a handicap ramp for the old people that y'all trying to accommodate? So
Yeah.
now we're a little bit older here. Let's just say we're 17, 18. We've kind of gone through the Woodward thing. We're filming. We're not the
hmm
we don't have like the real film or the real relationship, but we're starting to get it. Now, did you move to
Yeah.
North Carolina or did you just skate there?
No, I took the bus down there
Okay.
all the time. Like every other week. It got to the point where my schedule every week was go to school. I was going to college or high school,
Yeah.
and I was working. And then
Where you working?
um, during high school it was like retail or serving or doing some
Yeah.
just
Just
to get
regular
by.
jobs.
And then
Yeah.
when I was really, really filming a lot in North Carolina and I had the schedule, I was working at a military base overnight, stocking shelves and shit.
What? Oh, you
Like,
getting chicken.
yeah,
You getting money.
because it paid double. Because
Yeah.
yeah, but my
Hell
sleeping
yeah.
schedule got so I was going to school, working overnight, and every other week I was taking a bus from Thursday to Monday, North Carolina,
Yeah.
and we would just skate as much as we could with Jevin, light up every single spot to like 2 a.m. It could be snowing outside. We're just yeah, it was so every other week we'd take the bus there, take the
Y'all was
bus back.
getting it.
School, work. 2 weeks later, take the bus there, come back.
Y'all was getting it. Y'all boys said if it was snowing,
Hey,
we didn't care. That's lit. So
hey, yeah, Jevin's 2 hoodies deep in shorts, always wearing shorts, and he was just about it, always
wait,
about it.
what's the point of two hoodies if you got your kneecaps out, son?
He's different.
That's
Yeah,
just man above men. You know, it's like alpha males. He's one of those. I am too
yeah.
in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't let nobody play with me. But if degrees, if you know what I'm saying, like I don't let nobody play with me. You can't play with me, dog. What? But
hmm
if it's cold outside, I'm gonna put pants on. I'm not that brave to just be out here in the real cold with my stuff hang. You know what I'm saying? Like my knees out,
hmm
my ankles, they both ashy. So I'm definitely not letting those show. And then, so shout out to you. I think John Evans is in chat. So shout out to him just being here. You ever scratch your hip?
Hey, let's go.
Scratch
Let's
my hip.
go.
So you're working, you're getting it in, you're like trying to form the schedule around the sleep schedule being off, but you're stacking up. Does this video, and you said
hmm
you never really got to have this part. So
hmm
what does any of this ever equal to? This is just clips you're just sitting on over time, going in friends things, or are you just setting these as sponsors? And who are those sponsors, if so?
So we worked on a project called Analog, and
Okay.
it like Weimer had a part in it, Brian O'Dwyer had a part in it,
Okay.
Miles Wooler had a part in it.
Yeah.
So it was Julian Lewis had a part in it. A bunch of
Wow.
homies had a part. Yeah, it was like those 2, 3 years of skating in North Carolina. Also, it was like a bunch of people from the East Coast that would all link up, and we all just skate with Jevons, and we had this super unique squad. It was insane. But all of my footage went towards that, and it was the first full length I was a part of, like first real homie video, like
Yeah.
getting in the band, going on trips, lighting shit up, like real. It was so sick. Like, and then during that same time, I'm sending footage to. I think around that same time, towards the end of that project, I got on deluxe, or started getting flowed deluxe boards, and so just like keeping them updated with that.
Yeah. So
Trying to,
you're getting these deluxe boards, and
hmm
you're like, okay, and obviously you have the knowledge to realize that that's a big deal. Deluxe flow is not a light You feel me? That's not a light sponsorship at all. You're definitely at a level of skateboarding expertise that they find appealing. Now, what helps you kind of go to the next level out there? Like, is this around the time, like you said, in 22 you moved, so you're doing
Yeah.
this video comes out, you have all these things. You're like, okay, it's time to go to California to really pursue this. And what was that conversation and mental passage like? Like being like, yo, I
I
gotta
think
get
we
up out
were.
of here.
It was like the last year of living there, and we just finished up this BX project, and then it became like a Thunder part. I think just something for the Lux to use. I was just stoked they were even down to use it. But during filming that project, I went on a few Tampa trips, a few Phoenix trips, and there was a conversation of me moving out there and skating with the dudes and getting in the van. And for me, that was like the, all right,
For sure.
I'm leaving school. I'm quitting my job. Like we're out of here. Like I
For
got to try.
sure. I'm gone. I'm taking that
Yeah. The second they
opera.
had that conversation, I was like, I'm so down. I got to try. And yeah, saved up for like half a year and like moved out west. And that was a whole different transition too on its
Yeah,
own.
facts.
Um, yeah.
So now when you get out here, this is something I always like ask because you're over in Virginia, and I know that Trevor Colden comes from there as well. Now, it for you, I know that people say there's like the style similarities and things like that.
hmm
Were you ever watching him kind of growing up?
I think everyone in my age group or like generation watched him for
Watched him.
sure. He was
He
like
was
the
that guy, right?
yeah, coming up, yeah, good style and was just making a lot of noise.
But does he have the? Did he have the thing for you guys where it was like, okay, he's from here. Follow this. This is how we can make it. Type of thing. Is he that guy for that?
Mm, I think for me there was a disconnect because he's from Virginia Beach, and that's like 4 hours away from me. So
Ah,
it's like from you being like someone in LA, like
yeah.
you can't
Facts.
really connect with that.
Okay, I hear that. That makes
It's
sense.
a little
That's
different.
that's very that was good. That was a good way to put that because I failed geography. I got a 0.6% in auto.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's bad, right?
yeah, I almost killed a kid. So I was like, we were changing tires, and they were like, "Hey, start the car up," and I like there was a kid under the car, and I almost pulled it off the like dyno thing, like because I hit the reverse, like I put it in gear. I
Almost
was
killed a
supposed
homie.
Yeah, I almost did. But it was like I did that because I was like, I want to move the car a little bit because I was crazy. Anyways,
Yeah.
so you 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 moved to Cali. Deluxe
hmm
offers you this opportunity. Who do you stay with? Where do you go?
I moved in with my homie Bailey. He is a photographer, and it was
Bailey.
Bailey.
Shout out Bailey.
Shout out Bailey.
Yeah.
It was just me and him in a studio behind downtown Long Beach,
Wow.
and for like a year, and then yeah, it was pretty rough for a little bit for sure. Just like bouncing between jobs out here and trying to film with the dudes while I can.
Yeah.
And he was also like, I feel like we started our careers at the same time where when he came out here, he started filming or started shooting with all these different people. And it was like, for me, it was getting in the van and we saw like each other's like progression. And
Yeah.
I think it was good to be around that just to, being productive, just two people just kind of feeding off of each other in different ways. But at the same time, like if I needed to shoot a photo, I have a photographer right here.
There you go.
And he's super clean. He's really responsible. He's like, Bale, he's the nicest fucking dude.
Facts.
So
Literally. Sweetheart.
yeah, it was the kind of the best case scenario person to like move in with for me at least.
Exactly. It seemed like you're really on a mellow vibe, and he's on one of those as well. Is that like
Yeah, kind
secret?
of
Are you
chill.
actually crazy? You have like? Are you crazy?
I can be. I can
All
be.
right. I think it's there, but
Definitely can be.
I don't think I don't think any of us have seen it, but it's definitely there. So you, you're kind of like you're in Long Beach, which is basically like skate mecca city for affordable Los Angeles living. Like everybody that wants to be able to try to be here, but has to travel up to LA to get the spots. But there's a lot of
hmm
guys down there actually hungry, really trying to get it. It's a
hmm
good environment to be around, especially to like come up. And then you're saying you're skating things like Cherry. You're obviously meeting people. It just
hmm
starts to feel more actual for you. Um,
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment of like defeat or like, yo, like what the hell? Like I'm in this big like ocean of skateboarders for real over here where I was
Mhm.
kind of with my group of guys in VA. Like now I'm in the Shark Tank for real. You feel me?
Mhm.
And was there ever any of that, or were you able to just be like, okay, I'm getting it, I'm cool, like they like me, they want, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, with Deluxe, it took a long time to I didn't move out here and they were like, "You're on." It took a few trips, it took, like, time for me to film this project with them, and I think it was, like, 2 years. I got here when I was 22, and I think I got on when I was 24.
Yeah,
So it took some time, and those 2 years was, like, I'm not getting paid, like, no one's supporting me.
yeah,
Like, I started getting paid a little bit by the federation for Thailand
yeah.
when I started skating concerts for them, but that was enough to just, like,
How the hell you
help
do
me out with the
that?
rent.
How you get the federation? How you
That was the
fly?
Deluxe Connect. We'll get into that was the
Okay,
Deluxe Connect. I'll get
hold on. You
but
gotta explain that. You got no little feta.
yeah,
Okay.
so I think it was during the period where I was skating more with Deluxe, and they got a call from one of the dudes at the federation, and the distro that does Thailand is also the federation for the Olympic team,
Okay.
and yeah, they reached out about me skating for them, and that's when I really started traveling, and they got a little bit of money to support myself, but I
Yeah.
was still like doing little side jobs and stuff, and yeah, it was definitely not discouraging, but like the first few years were was a little hard.
Yeah.
It took like some patience, and yeah, I mean when you're flow and you're trying to get on a shoe brand, on a board brand, and nothing's happening, and it's taking time. It's like it's a process. It's definitely a process.
Yeah. Now, you but in that process, it was achieved. You get on Deluxe. You made it. You know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah,
seriously. Which is a
yeah,
huge. It's a huge nod. You know, that's like the winning side. It's like being on the Lakers or being on the Warriors. You know, like you literally. And but that's not a settling point for you because you obviously have like this. I don't know who pushed you that hard to work so hard, but you keep going. Like I remember when you first got on. I remember the phone calls of like, oh yeah, he's gonna get. I remember that stuff. I call about those things when I like people. So I remember that happening, and I'm like, whoa, okay. But you're just like, no, not stopping there. I have like a real hunger to continue skating. Where does that fire for real come from, bro? Is that like one of those things where it's like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to fall off. I gotta take this as far as I can. Like what pushes
yeah. I
you?
mean, like I left school for this shit. I left my family for this shit. I left everything. I moved across the country to a place I've only been twice
Yeah,
to try and pursue this. So as much as skateboarding is my passion and I love to do it for fun, it became not a job. I hate using this word, but it became like just a goal, a career that like was feasible. Like they let me in the door with giving me boards and flowing me in an opportunity. You're gonna have to it if it especially at Real, like if you want to get on, like it takes a lot of effort and like yeah, it was and I always talk about this or I always thought about this. If it wasn't Real, I don't think I would have left home and I don't think I would have quit school. If it
yeah.
was any other brand and it wasn't Real, I don't think I would have left.
I don't think you would have either.
So,
I can tell you that right now. You would have got that
and
phone
I'm
call.
so
You would have got that phone call like, man, you know, I'm chilling. You would have told any company,
hey,
hey, you love all of them, but you would have been like, hey, yo, nah, like, mom's is here. I got my grandparents here. As you know, what I'm saying I got this little prefab park I go to. I can catch the bus to NC. I'm good off California. Like if you had got on anything else, but when you get on something like Deluxe, you know, and I seen somebody in chat kind of say like turning pro for a company doesn't feel the same anymore. But then there's those companies where it still does give you that same feeling, you know, and it's like,
mhm.
you know, not to like kind of get to that because I kind of want to focus on like your push and what still got you up, but it you start getting clips, bro, that are like, you start getting clips and photos and things that everybody's like, holy and it looks so good. Like when you skate, bro, like you're blessed with the style behind it, you know. And I don't know, I don't really understand how y'all be making it look like it's skateboarding is not easy, bro. Can you explain some of the battles you've had to go through? Like
I mean, skating's hard.
As hell,
Skating is
bro.
so hard. Yeah, skating is so hard. Um, I'm I feel like California is also a really hard place to film, and I got really lucky with the trick selection that I have, that people maybe tricks that they haven't done at these spots, or
Yeah.
just thankful that I had something to contribute to these places. And yeah, I think the first those first years of me skating with the real team and going on trips and skating spots out here and really pushing myself, I feel like I grew a lot as a skateboarder in those years. And then even when I turned after I turned AM, going on more trips and just being supported more and being able to travel, like, and skating with different skaters and being influenced by all these, you're just around great skateboarding. I mean, I'm friends with some of the best. Like, all my friends are fucked.
Yeah, they're
So it's gonna put
hey, they're all
they're all
fascinating dude.
fucked.
Hey, real quick, are you holding a pair of scissors?
Yeah, I'm just playing with this. I don't know why.
It's all good. It happens. It's usually for talking. I had a piece of, what did I have in my hand? I had dropped it. That's why I looked down. And I grabbed stuff to talk. And I'm not nervous. It's just a thing. It's just easier when you have like something in your hand. Pause.
Yeah, I'm just.
So no,
Hey,
but scissors are
no,
dangerous. Scissors are dangerous. So, but yeah, like you say you grow up skating. You grow and you know that your friends are so good, and the people that you're around, you're watching them, and it obviously when people are that good, like a Foy or like a Magarsh or like a anyone, you're like, yo, like this is beast. Like, let's all push each other. Who's one of those people that you watch and you're like, I gotta get to that, or do you not do that, or are you all in your own pocket, or do you have anybody that helps you kind of keep pushing yourself, like a friend or a homie that skates?
You don't want to compare yourself to anyone. You just want to
Yeah.
like, you want it to push you though.
Yes.
So maybe the standards I have for like certain tricks or how they look, I would like, you just know how a trick should look, or you have friends that can do it so well where you're like, it needs to look like that. I need to do it like that.
Yeah.
That's how I when I first started getting better at like manuals and other shit, like started skating with DILO a bunch, and that was like, yeah,
Yep.
just getting out of my comfort zone of like big rails and just skating other shit. He definitely was a big push for that.
Yeah.
And then he does it like, I mean, his flip tricks, his manuals, like that's like the proper way to do it. And
Yes.
then skating with Foy and how he charges big ass rails, and yeah, just those dudes are like help me like, I mean, and like skating with the real team.
Yes.
You're watching a shot and you're watching, yeah. So there's a standard when you're with these dudes and you want to like push yourself to get there too.
Yeah. But who are you
And
watching?
they're pushing you to like, wait, what sorry, my bad.
No, they're pushing you. No, it's good. If you talking,
Yeah.
I actually, go ahead, you can talk.
No, I'm saying, but they're pushing you to like be the best skater you can too. Shouts out to Tim Fulton. He's the past few years, and even when he was a filmer, he really um helped me grow into like a better skater. Like, and pushed me to do tricks that I didn't think that I could do or would be scared to do, or like, yeah. So
Yeah. So
that's my guy.
who are you watching when you came up? Who's your guy? Who's your skateboarders? What's some of the first parts you saw? What was actually the first part you saw? Let's ask that.
First part I ever seen?
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a hard one. I want to say the first video I ever saw was like round 3.
Okay.
And
Wow.
and the first part that I really watched all the time was Day One's part in round 3. That left an imprint for sure.
Of course.
And then as I got older and you get to the point where skating influences you and it makes you want to skate like a certain way, that was like Stay Gold era. So like Leo
Ooh.
and Figgy and like Westgate. And then but the whole time I've been like, I always loved real videos. I was just a big fan of like Chima was like, I mean, Chima and Shadi for sure a lot.
Yeah.
And Jeremy Liabres, like that's, if there's anyone that like has such a great style that influenced me was him. Great kickflips, great form, good form.
So shout out to the Faded Line saying that he said R.I.P. James Hardy in the chat. So real love, honestly, real love to James and his entire family. But when you just described that, like that entire what that was, it just your skateboarding clicked for me. It made so much more sense. No, dead ass, because like a Liabres and like, you know, those times, it's like, oh, okay, for sure. This is what made you even day one.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm not skating like day one though,
nah,
but he
you're
definitely
not.
was a big.
Bro, day one smells so good. Have you ever been around day one
Whoa.
song? Hold on, son.
I've been like one. Been like once or.
Hey, it's me, baby. I'm a little weird. Day one song, bro. After a skate session, I was like, hey, yo,
Mm-hmm.
the homie smells amazing. It's crazy. It's insane. I just gotta say that. All right. So you like you said, you're with the DILOs, you're with the Foys, and being with those dudes and being with the real team, you're like, okay, I'm my skateboarding. If I stay focused, it's gonna almost take care of itself. And now you're starting to put together these actual parts. You're starting to get noticed. It's popping for you. What is that like? Like, it's going up, What is that like to really get a thing done and parts out there and good reactions and responses? Because if you go through your comments on your stuff, on your YouTube parts, they're not negative. They're not like, oh, here's this again. Like how, it's like, whoa, great
it's
style,
it,
power.
it's cool. It's you wanna obviously you want your skating to be perceived well, and I'm not trying to skate. I'm not skating a certain way for anyone else but me. And like the songs I use in these projects, or we use in these projects, or the things I skate, or the photos, or like it's all like on some selfish shit. It's all for me and how I want to skate, how I want like
Yeah.
the tricks I want to do. So
Yeah.
when it's perceived well and people like it, then I'm just like
Icing
all
on
I
the
can do is
cake.
just be happy and I'm stoked. And yeah, any good comments, any good like people that have nice things to say, it's always so appreciated. I don't ever expect anyone to like my skating, so for people to go out of their way and like yeah, like say nice things, it's always really cool. Um,
Yeah, because everybody likes to
yeah.
be mean nowadays. So this is like a really good thing is knowing that how you feel about a skateboarder, a bunch of people do. So it's like for me, I'm like, yo, like homie's super good. And then kids go, yeah, homie's super good. So now, yeah, you you get to this point where most people don't get, right? A deluxe board. You become a pro skateboarder. Now, you're the small kid that moved from Thailand to America to a suburb in Virginia. You're facing like this like difficulty of actually getting good at skating. There's like a lot of doubts for yourself. You're watching other people be good. You're washing dishes at Woodward. You're working at freaking army shelters. You're working at army warehouses, stacking stuff, not sleeping, getting on a bus, like a lot of travel time, a lot of stress on your back and body, and still trying to get clips. You feel me? But you reach this mountaintop, which is becoming a pro skateboarder. Can you go into the moment of almost all your work actually meeting a level of completion but not done for you? And how did that feel?
I don't even think turning pro was that moment for me.
That's
I
so
feel like
fire. That's
is
so
that fire?
that's fire. I like that. Go ahead.
I mean, dude, getting on was the dream.
Yeah.
Like to be getting on was a dream. So turning pro was like not even fathomable. But when we got so close to it, or like maybe you're like, I'm on the right track. I'm on a
Yeah.
shoe brand. I'm putting out parts. I'm traveling. You're like at the cusp of it, and you want it. So it's scary wanting something so bad. And when you're so close to it, and you're like, you're trying to go for it, but yeah, that wasn't even like the best part of it was when I got to just travel and I got to work on these projects, and like that's when I felt like it was happening.
And then like so it takes you to like almost like another level is what you're saying. So
Yeah.
going pro wasn't the yes. It's like the whoa, more so.
Yeah,
The trips is
for
like, yes,
sure.
oh, whoa, okay. Shoes
Yeah.
are coming to the dough. A little bit of checks.
Yeah.
I got some stuff going on for myself. I'm in magazine. Like, let's go. But then going pro
Mhm.
was like, holy shit for brains. Like, this
Yeah,
happened.
going
And
pro for real is yeah, the craziest thing I could have never imagined.
yeah, yeah, man. But I'm telling you, brother, it's so deserving. And
Thank you, man.
I don't like people. You know that. I don't. Humans is cool. I want them to like do whatever. I hope everybody hits the lottery one day and realizes the money is not what they want. But, I'm showing all this love, and I think people's like, yo, Gary gets on here and get the glazing everybody. Like, nah, son. I kind of hate everybody. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you're a beast. Nah, so it's like,
Thank you, bro.
So you turn pro for Real, which is like a class of elite dudes, you know, and I know you feel right at home because you got to know people for all that time. Did it feel like there was a huge weight on your back now to prove why? Because you got hurt,
Sure.
right? You got hurt around filming for that part. You didn't know you were gonna go pro for it, but you had a serious injury during that time, correct?
I got hurt and I broke my arm, and the filming stopped for that project, and that turned out to be the pro part. And
Is that the hurricane?
For me, it didn't feel.
The hurricane?
It's a hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it didn't feel finished, and I think now it's more of like I want to film. I want to put some time and work on a. I mean, we're already filming for it, but like I want to put out a product that I'm proud of, I'm stoked on, and yeah. Now that there's a switch where, you know, when you go pro, you have a bunch of opportunities. It's like a new doors open. Like It's like you turn AM all over again, but it's just more opportunities.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want to have a great pro career. I want to put out great parts. I still feel like there's more to like. I have we just started, so I'm like now I have more resources and just like more things I just want to get to.
There you go.
More trips, more field, more footy.
Let's get it. Now, Pat, I gotta ask you a question. Who
What's
is
up?
on your Mount Rushmore of skateboarding?
In like the grand scheme of skating, or my
top 4 for you all time?
All time top 4. Fuck.
Here we go.
Throw Chima on there. That's 1 for days. I gotta throw Figgy on there.
You have to.
That's 2. Chima, Figgy, Liabres, and Shoddy. Boom. Top 4. There's more though. That's
No, it's
hard.
not.
And
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's gonna end, and I'm
No.
gonna walk out of here and be like, fucking.
No, you didn't. It's not gonna happen. Those are the top 4. That's it. That's what happened. You said those people. Now, I want to ask you this: what is your favorite X Games moment of all time, my boy?
X Games moment.
The favorite all time.
I mean, can we just say the 9?
Of course, it's easy. It's a good one.
It's easy. Okay, then.
No, that's good. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's easy.
That's good.
Like that's an
I
easy,
will take that.
good moment to have.
That's so epic.
Yeah, of course, bro. And the thing is that when people say the 9 or the 5-0 fakie flip from Bob Burnquist or the double backflip, it's like, I get it. Those moments as kids were insane. Like those are really, really good human moments. So they're fire. You feel me? So like they're amazing. I'm gonna freestyle now. This is the thing called 1,000,000 bars. It's happening. I have a beat already loaded. Just tell me when you can hear it. Yo. They told me to stop freestyling, stop wilding, why not do it at the end of the show? Shout out to my boy Patrick Praman. He came from Thailand. He is the GO. Went to the V, then to the N, to the C, where they got rails, no bails. If you do, you just might get killed. Things is crazy. They got kinks. And down south stinks. Now I'm just playing. I'm just rhyming. Hey, I do it all the time, man. I can't believe you can't hear the beat though. That's kind of messed up. So it sounds weird. It sounds like I'm just like rapping at you.
Nah,
it's all good. I'm still about to go in. Listen, I'm flowing. I'm going. You already know the deal. Patrick really turned pro for real. Like actually, like pro for real. And he got an NB deal. He's skilled. Said the style is too chill. Said the boy he too real. What's the drill? Moved all the way around the world. Left with his moms. Did his thing at Woodward, was cleaning on the job. Then he went to a few contests. Didn't say if he won, so he probably didn't do his best. Then he headed out west. Said F college, I'm about to skate like this so I can get on this. When the Lux call, everything has to fall. Everything gets dropped. Real is on top. Hey! I'm the best at this shit, bro. I need to become a rapper. I'm gonna quit skateboarding. I'm gonna do the rap thing,
I was
bro.
fucking with that.
I'm about to be a rapper, bro. I swear to God. I'll be freestyling, bro. You said the Jake Brown Mega Slam. Y'all gotta stop saying that, bro. That's not a good, that shouldn't be y'all favorite moment. If y'all want to say iconic, moment. I remember it moment, son. That moment is horrible. Cater picked that as his favorite moment. And I was laughing so hard because Cater is so stupid. I love him so much. He's an idiot, bro. How you go, when I say, what's your favorite X Games moment? And he goes, yo, can I say like Jake Brown? I don't like myself. I just know I'm hard. Pause. But yeah, he said, I'm going to drop a diss track on Gary and ask Young Thug. Oh, ask for a Thug hug at the end. Okay. I thought you were going to say you're going to get Young Thug on the diss track. If Young Thug gets out of prison and disses me, I got bars for that ass. No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. But hey, what's your favorite music right now? What's your favorite song right now? I want to ask that. Favorite song in the world right now? What's in your ears whenever you're skating?
I mean, if I'm skating, probably rap, but I listen to everything.
Okay.
That's like such a bad answer.
No, it's not. It's what everybody says.
But like, I'm not like Foy. Foy only listens to rap. Only listens to rap.
Bro, that's it. Yeah. He don't play. He don't play country. Don't bring Taylor Swift around him. Don't be trying to bring in, who else? Don't be trying to play Brent Faiyaz around Foy. You got to play straight hits. I don't know where it comes from. Because his mom is gangster, but not like that. I don't know why he like that, bro. It's crazy.
That's just like his shit, though. But he's always like happy and stoked. So maybe that's like the secret. Just listen to rap only.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can listen to so much hate to a beat and then go skate a handrail. Like when I used to skate rails, I would have to listen to like something inspirational. When I was skating rails when I was little, you remember that song, Home Nashime? Home Nashime that Reynolds skated to, End of Stay Gold.
Yeah.
Home Nashime. Oh, I would listen to that song before I hopped on the rail because I was like, I gotta be Andrew Reynolds right now. And he even skate rails in the park for real. I gotta have that. Or if I'm like skating. Go ahead.
Rap on a session though is nice. Like someone got the speaker on and I think that's good session music for sure.
If you listen to Rio, then
yeah, you know.
He's ignorant. It's hilarious.
That's why he likes him. That's why that's like his shit. So.
But what's your favorite song right now? I just gotta know that before we get out of here. What's your favorite song?
Can I look at the Apple Music real quick and see what I'm vibing to?
Yeah. Good place to look.
Favorite song, dude. Dude, probably Nudie.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say.
What song?
I'm gonna say At the Trap House by Nudie.
Ooh, Nudie hard.
That's like on the plane, in the car, on the session, on the bike, like anytime. I'll run Nudie for sure.
There you go. Patrick Praman, ladies and gentlemen, skateboarders, people, human. Thank you for joining me. Grind and Unwind, episode 47. Pat, I appreciate you. I'm going to leave with some kind words. Like I said, wherever it comes from, you were raised appropriately. You're one of those people where the style and the skateboarder shall be remembered. Just keep up the momentum that you have. Stay on the path you have. Whatever direction you're looking in, just stay looking in that direction. I'm pretty sure all your friends and family and everybody's proud of you. So just move with that momentum. I know that you do things for yourself, but we are literally stoked for you.
Thank you, bro.
So
thank you, Gary.
Keep it up. Stay how you is. You already know it's love for your boy, my dog. All right. Well, Grind and Unwind, episode 47. Patrick Praman. We got the norm. Grind and Unwind.